Hello everybody and welcome back to a brand new video on the Infinite Baffled channel, and today's one that we're very excited for because we're going to be diving in and taking a look at this beauty right here. It's the Gold Note IS-1000 Mk2 integrated amplifier, and whilst this isn't an amp that's new on the market by any stretch of the imagination, the brand as a whole is new at Audiofiles, so we've heard lots of good things about them in the past, but actually in terms of playing around with them, having a listen ourselves, this is the first time we've really had a chance to kind of deep dive into Gold Note, and we thought what better to start off with than one of these fantastic looking amplifiers, the IS-1000. If you do enjoy the video, as always, it would be amazing if you could leave a thumbs up on it and subscribe for future hi-fi content we upload every single weekend for you guys. Let me know your thoughts on the amplifier down in the comments down below as well. But without any further ado, let's get right into it. I think the first thing to mention is that there are two versions of the IS-1000 Mk2. There is the line model, which is the one that we're joined with here today, and there's also the deluxe model, which is an upgraded version of this. The main difference between the two is that the deluxe has a built-in upgraded DAC, whereas this has, I don't want to say a standard DAC, because the DAC built into this is still a very good one, but the DAC is essentially the big upgrade between the line and the deluxe model. Both of them are very much classed as integrated amplifiers, but I would argue they're almost like an all-in-one, because built into this, not only is it just an amplifier, you have a switchable phono stage, so you can go between moving magnet and moving coil. You have a built-in streaming, so if you wanted to listen to your music wirelessly, you can do so. And on top of all that, it's also got 125 watts of Class AB power. So a really beefy unit that's capable of doing a lot in one box. Whilst it's great to have so much packed in, that can actually naturally give you some concerns as well, I feel like, because when you get these smaller amplifiers with so much built into them, these all-in-ones, at times it can definitely be a matter of quantity over quality, but that certainly doesn't feel like it's the case here. I mean, the line amp here comes in at £4,500, so not a cheap piece of kit by any stretch of the imagination, and the whole thing really does feel like a high-end quality product, as you would expect at that kind of price points. The components reflect that, the finish reflects that, the overall feel of it is a real premium piece of kit, and again, at £4,500, I don't think you'd expect anything less than that. Before we do focus in on exactly what is going on inside this beautiful casing, let's talk about just that, the beauty behind it, the aesthetics and the design. It's 47 centimeters wide, it's 37.5 centimeters deep and 13.5 centimeters tall. So what I would say is a pretty chunky amplifier, I think it's fair to say, but overall it kind of gives this really classy, understated vibe to it. I mean, I don't know if I love and hate the fact that you literally only have the one dial on the front. It's literally one dial does all, rather than some other units where you can have a bit more of an interface. It does come with the remote control, and obviously you do have the apps as well, so if you wanted to use, you know, Spotify, Tidal, all that kind of stuff to do the majority of your control through a mobile device, you can do. And again, the remote control that it comes with is perfectly sufficient. But yeah, one dial to navigate all of the menus, if you were to be using this, you know, using the actual unit itself to do that, does feel like a bit of a tall order. You have the beautiful kind of, it feels like a royal seal of approval almost, the Gold Note emblem on the one side of the unit, and then just the power lights next to that as well. You do have a small screen. It's not something that's going to show album art, which is something that I'm always a big fan of, and it's actually a pretty simple but effective kind of design, I guess you could say. I mean, you can see your source there, you can see the volume there, amongst a couple of other things as well, and it's relatively easy to navigate. Again, I don't think it's the best screen you're ever going to see, but it does help keep it all very clean looking, and again, very understated in its design overall. Gold Note is an Italian brand, and I actually believe that all of their units are kind of hand assembled and put together in Italy, in Tuscany I believe it is, and that all kind of, it just feels very Italian, doesn't it? It's a very classy product. It's a very special feeling piece of equipment, and that is something that stereotypically, you know, you think of like luxury, you think of class, you think of panache, and, you know, something that comes out of Italy quite often has that feel to it. I love the vents on the top, and again, I'm going to use that phrase again, the royal seal that they've almost got on top of the unit here. It kind of reminds me of something you could see in like Game of Thrones, that seal that they use to seal off a letter before they send it. Is that just called a seal? I think that's called a seal. But yeah, all of it just feels like a super high class, I'm going to use the word, it feels like an audiophile special piece of kit. I should also say it comes in 3 different finishes. There is of course the black model that we're joined with today. It also comes in a silver variant, and I keep on using the word understated. If you didn't want to be understated and wanted a bit more of a talking piece, you can, as the brand name might suggest, also get this in a gold if you wanted to be particularly out there and flashy. Whilst the front of the unit looks really clean and understated, there is a lot going on behind it, because not only do you have the built-in streaming, the built-in phono stage, you also have a lot of choice in terms of connection options physically. And we're talking the likes of balanced XLR, we're talking RCA inputs, we're talking digital in terms of the optical out and the coaxial out as well. There is a lot to choose from back here. The great thing for the user here is that there are 2 really clear but very different approaches you can take. I mean, if you wanted to take the IS-1000 and build on top of it, you can do that, whether you wanted to get an upgraded phono stage, a CD player, whatever it might be. There is lots of options for physical connections and building around the unit. But if you wanted to just use it on its own, you can do that as well. I mean, you've got the built-in phono stage, you've got the streaming, you've got tons of power. There is no reason why you couldn't just get this unit, put it on a rack, connect some speakers, and it will do a brilliant, brilliant job. So whether you wanted to build around it or use it on its own, it should be great for both. We touched upon the fact that there is the deluxe edition of this amplifier, but if you did go for the line that we've got here, it does come with the Burr Brown PCM 1796 DAC, which, as I kind of touched upon at the start of the video, is still a really high level DAC. And for that reason, when we listened to the IS-1000 here, we actually tried it alongside the ATC SCM11 speakers. The reason we chose those was because they're a speaker we're very, very familiar with, but are also a speaker that can be very, very demanding and tough to get the most out of. ATC, one of those brands where you reap what you sow almost. So we wanted to see exactly what this was capable of on its own, and the main sources we used for listening were the streaming side of things, where we connected using Spotify Connect and Tidal Connect, but then we did do a little bit of playing around with the phono stage as well, where we listened to a couple of vinyls, where we hooked up the Luxman 191A turntable, which made for an absolutely beautifully breathtaking system. And again, we just used the phono stage that was built in here. We do have the upgraded one available to listen to, but we decided to keep it all within the IS-1000 just to try and keep it, see exactly what this was capable of on its own without any external input, if that makes sense. As I've just touched upon a little bit there, the ATCs as a brand, and the SCM11s in particular, are a speaker that we're very, very familiar with, because they've got this rich, beautiful, detailed sound, but they can be difficult to really get the absolute most out of them. Now, some will argue that the IS-1000 here is a bit overkill for them, but because they are so difficult to get the most out of them, we really wanted to see just what the IS-1000 was capable of, and if it could really extract every bean of performance from the ATCs. And I've got to say, it really did feel like that was the case. And the Class AB power, which always gives you this warm, textured, rich delivery, combined with the detail of the ATCs, made for this beautiful presentation. As I say, it was detailed, it was a very realistic kind of sound, it was very textured, there was so much going on, and it worked so, so well. When we're listening to these systems and reviewing kind of one part of them, it's always a bit tricky, because obviously the overall sound that you're getting is a result of everything that's going on. It isn't just the amplifier, it's partly the speakers as well, and that's why we choose speakers that we know, because we can kind of pick out what little niche differences that you get. And the big thing that we found here was that extra little bit of warmth, that extra bit of drive that you got from the Gold Note was really able to allow the ATCs to stretch their legs and fill what is quite a large room, to be fair, for a bookshelf speaker pretty easily. It always felt like it was never working overtime here, the Gold Note. It was always very controlled, very effortless, and just giving you that little bit of finesse. And that's a word that I keep on using, but it's very hard to find another word to put your finger on it. It's just gives that extra bit of va-va-voom, so to speak. The AB warmth was never more on display as well than when we were listening via the phono stage and the Luxman turntable. Of course, we're talking about some extreme high-level equipment here, and that's what you'd expect. But yeah, it was an absolutely beautiful, warm, rich presentation that we were getting. And I'll often say to people, I think when you kind of get to this level of hi-fi, you're talking, £5,000 amplifier as your starting point almost. I think you're going to struggle to find something that's really, it's never going to be bad, is it? It's always going to be of a good level. There are some that you get more bang for your buck with, don't get me wrong, but I think more than anything, it comes down to what sound do you like? What do you prefer? It's not that one is bad and one is good. It's that this speaks to you more than any other amplifier, the sound that it gives you. And I can see why that would be the case here with the Gold Note, because it's got that AB warmth, it's super smooth, it's really laid back. You're bringing the most out of almost any speaker you can think of with that 125 watts of power. It brings a lot to like to the table. My only major gripe really, and major gripe is a strong word here, is the fact that the menu, it's a small screen. If you were to be navigating it using the one dial that you have here, although, you know, it's a nice dial. It does the, it's got the tensiometer built into it, I believe it's called, that makes the clicking noises, which I find incredibly satisfying from a mechanical standpoint. It can be a little bit tricky to navigate the menus. With that being said, are you ever going to be doing that when you've got the remote control that's provided, when you could potentially be using the Gold Note app, when you could potentially be using the Spotify Connect, Tidal Connect, you know, streaming service of your choice? It's something that it's easily worked around, but if you were in a situation where you were to be using this and you were to be needing to be navigating the menus all the time, it's not the most intuitive thing in the world, but I think that is a little bit nitpicky of me. At the £4,500 price point that the IS-1000 is at, there are a couple of big competitors that immediately spring to mind in terms of what you could also be looking at. That would be the Arcam SA45 streaming amplifier, and also the Unison Research, sorry, not the Unison Research, forgive me, the Sugden ANV Masterclass 50. And I kind of almost feel like that the Gold Note is the best of both worlds with those units almost, because the Sugden has definitely got more of a warmth and a niche and a classic feel to it. And then the Arcam has got the streaming element to it. It's got more of an all-in-one feel to it. And this almost feels like if those two units had a baby, this is what they'd produce. It's kind of got the classy, simplistic feel to it, but that's really high quality of the Sugden, but then the all-in-one nature of the Arcam, if that makes sense at all. So I think at the price point, you know, it's a really, really solid option, I have to say. And again, it's just great to know that whether you were using this as just the one box in your system or something you wanted to build around, it is just a wonderful starting point should you be lucky enough to be looking at a unit of this caliber as a starting point to have, because it can do so much, and it's got so much power that it's almost like no matter what you want to run through it, you should be very well equipped. And yeah, my first impressions were very good, I must say. A warm, natural, rich sound is what I felt like you've got, and it really helps getting the most out of those ATCs, which, let me tell you, many amplifiers I've used in the past have struggled with. But yeah, that's just about going to wrap this one up, guys. I'd love to know your thoughts on the IS-1000, just Gold Note in general. As I say, this is a new brand to us. We're very excited to be kind of getting stuck into it, feeling what it's all about. But early impressions on me, at least, very impressed. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments section. As I said at the very start of the video, if you did enjoy it, make sure to leave a thumbs up on it. Make sure to let us know your thoughts down below and subscribe for weekly hi-fi content. And I will catch you all next weekend. See you there, guys.